Guys, that Diddy was gonna walk. Now he's gonna be back outside on the block. Uh, First, I would like to thank all my haters, everybody that doubted me. Y'all been waiting and wanting Diddy to fry in prison, and for whatever reason, that's not gonna happen. Just like I said, not guilty. All the major charges that they had against him, not guilty. The other minor stuff, that's nothing. He's walking. He's good. You know what I'm saying? He got over the major hurdle, so he's gonna be back outside. To all you content creators, you hypocrites that been talking negative about Diddy, y'all all feel stupid right now. Y'all feel dumb. Y'all literally are upset right now, and you're trying to hide it. You're trying to hide your anger, and it's really bothering you right now. I get it. You're upset. You're mad that I was right the whole time. I gotta boast in this because I gave you guys the verdict. I told you guys what was happening. Y'all didn't believe me. You had a lot of people that told me I ain't ish, I'm this, I'm that, all this negative stuff, and now the verdict is in. No Rico garbage, none of that mess. The minor stuff, that's lightweight, that's nothing. The stuff that was supposed to put him away, that was supposed to be the nail in the coffin to get rid of Diddy forever, he's pretty much cleared on all of those things. And a lot of content creators, y'all mad about it, and y'all all trying to go live, acting as if though, like you really rock with Diddy. Nah, you a damn hypocrite. Y'all been trying y'all best to put Diddy under the prison, and now it's like, now that he's free, now that he's good, now that the major charges been dropped, everybody want to go live and act like they were Team Diddy the whole time. From when the case started, I told you guys that the man is not guilty. I told you that. I told you I had to connect. I told you I got the inside scoop. And I've been told you this before, all these content creators. And I didn't even go live every day, guys, because I already knew the scoop. I already knew what it was. By the pure fact that now the info is out there, everybody's backpedaling. All of these YouTubers are now backpedaling. Everybody's gonna act like they were pro Diddy. They're gonna all act like they happy for him. Nah, all you content creators are jokes, bro. All of y'all are a bunch of opportunists. Gene Deal, you a sucker. Cause the whole time you've been talking ish about Diddy the whole time. All that time you've been running the numbers up, doing interview after interview after interview, trying your best to crucify this man. I bet you feel like an idiot right now. I know it's hurting. It's hurting inside. All you major content creators that been out there crucifying Diddy, talking the most, you've been waiting for him to be crucified. Y'all feel dumb. All you platforms out there that people been running to thinking y'all official, thinking that y'all been having the scoop, all of y'all feel dumb right now. Y'all feel crazy. I know it's bothering you. Y'all literally are scrambling around. And you know what's so sad? Y'all ended all y'all careers with all of the videos y'all been putting out about Diddy all day. Diddy. Trying to put the man underground. Now what? Now you're looking crazy now. Now y'all looking crazy. I know it hurts. It really bothers you right now because you were hoping that this man would spend life in prison. That's what you hoped for. So now he gonna be back out. He gonna be back out on the street doing what he gotta do. And I'm hoping that he leave the country because I think that would be the best thing for him to pretty much do is leave the country and, just stay away from people, man, at the end of the day, because it's like he was cleared of the major charges, guys. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys for the longest, but nobody believed me. So all you people that came into my comment section under my video and you were talking a whole bunch of horse-ish, right? You feel stupid right now. You feel dumb. I know it feels bad. You can't even show yourself over here because you feel dumb. You was like, oh, you clickbaiting. You're a liar. You're a this. No, you feel stupid now. Because I already told y'all that I got the inside information And it's safe for me to pretty much let the information out there. I didn't want to go too much into detail. That's why I had to get off that live. But now that the info is out there, a lot of y'all feel dumb because y'all were doubting me. Now what? You gonna come back and act like you rock with me? No, stay off my platform. Don't even come over here. Don't even subscribe. Don't even act like you rock with me now because you feel stupid now. And I know how I feel. It feels bad, right? To know that you were talking all that ish. And now that the info is out, now you're gonna see all these content creators making videos acting like they pro Diddy. Now they acting like they pro Diddy. All of y'all wanted to see another black man crucified. That's all y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to see blood. Y'all couldn't wait to get that guilty verdict so y'all could see him go away for life. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to see Diddy put away for life. But no, it wasn't time for him to go away. It wasn't time for that to happen. And I know it really bothers a lot of y'all, man. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all, man, I tell you, man, it's like we love seeing black men get thrown under the bus. We like seeing them crucified in the media and stuff like that. And I'm just happy that the man was cleared of the more serious charges because it's those charges that was putting him away. It was those charges that was going to send him off and he would have been doomed forever. That's the main thing that a lot of these content creators wanted. They wanted to get a guilty verdict of the major charges so that he could spend in life in prison. That's not happening. You YouTubers, you feel stupid now. Gene Deal, you a sucker, bro. Because all that time you've been doing interview after interview. Oh yeah, I bet y'all gonna be removing a lot of videos now, right? Y'all gonna be putting videos on private, right? What happened to that last interview you did, Gene? What happened to it? What's going on? You feel dumb now, right? Yeah, I know you feel stupid as hell, bro. You had the biggest mouth. You know what I mean? You, the Tissa Tails, whatever the hell her name is, all of you guys are clown. All you females that was talking ish, y'all feel stupid right now. I know it hurts. It's bothering y'all, man, because again, these YouTubers, man, they in the business of seeing black men fall. And what they wanted was they needed a guilty verdict of life in prison so they could do content for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? That's what they really wanted. They wanted him to get thrown out on the RICO charge. I told you that it's not going to be there. That's why they had to postpone deliberation and all of that other stuff. I told y'all in the video, y'all still looking at me like I'm crazy. I told y'all, I got the email, I got the inside scoop. I can't let y'all know who the connect is, but I got an inside connect that pretty much let me know, look, Diddy is good. You know what I'm saying? He not going away. It is what it is. And I try to let y'all know, but at the end of the day, now what? Now what? Everybody gonna wanna hang around the channel now? Act like y'all rock with Ringo TV now? Y'all already abandoned me. Might as well y'all stay abandoned. Don't even come over here. You know what I mean? Just unsubscribe and go away because y'all feel stupid now. You know what I mean? That's one thing I don't like. I don't like when I come in and I give you guys the info, I give y'all the key info, y'all condemn me. Then when the ish is proven that I was right the whole time, now all of a sudden now everybody want to come say, yo, bro, yo, you were right, bro. Yo, I can't believe it, man. Damn, I thought he was going away for life, man. Oh, man. Yo, my bad, bro. No, my bad, nothing, dog. I try to tell y'all the truth. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't have no faith in your boy. Y'all don't have no faith in God. It's like y'all just being hypocritical at this point, man. It don't even make no sense, man. It irritates me, man. Because what that tells me is that a lot of people don't believe in my judgment. Y'all don't understand. I see things afar off. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. You know what I mean? All these other YouTubers, they're not credible. They're a bunch of fakes. You know what I mean? Everybody piggyback off my content. That's why I made it very publicly clear before anybody. Because all of these YouTubers are going to now start to act like they pro Diddy. They're going to start acting as if though they pro Diddy, as if though they know what's going on, as if though they've been rocking with him the whole time. They the same ones that have been saying, yo, I hope he spend life in prison. I hope he served forever in prison. You know what I mean? And I ain't going to hold you. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. When the case first started and Diddy was out there doing his dirt, I thought dude was a monster too because I ain't have the information. Once they went to trial, they start, doing the case, start doing what they had to do. I listened to the situation. I looked at the evidence and I said, you know what? Damn, I must have been wrong, yo. Let me retract my statements. If y'all been following my videos, y'all would know I had retracted my statements about him being this and that because I listened to the testimonies of Cassie, all of these key witnesses, the male prostitutes, all of these other Jane Does and all these different people. I'm like, you know what? This is a circus. They playing games. This is one big distraction. And I realized, you know what? This man is not guilty, bro. Like they just, I mean, little minor charges, that ain't nothing, man. The major charges they were trying to get him, listen, Diddy beat the feds, bro. Diddy beat the feds. This is a celebration day. It is not easy to beat the feds, bro. When you beat the feds, bro, this is crazy. This is crazy, yo. I mean, think about that, man. Think about what's going on here. This man beat the feds. The feds have like a 98% conviction rate. Nobody beats the feds. This man beat the feds. This is crazy, man. Listen, the feds were trying to crucify Diddy the whole time. They were trying to get this man. First of all, it was a humiliation ritual. This whole thing was a humiliation ritual. They were trying to take him out due to the situation with the liquor company and various other stuff of all the money he was able to obtain. So they were trying to punish him with that. They embarrassed him. Listen, they're going to have to restore that man's name because all of those charges that he literally was acquitted on, now they got to restore that man's name. Now they got to restore his name now. All you hypocrite radio stations that pulled all of Diddy's music, all of his stuff, y'all all feel stupid now. Y'all feel dumb. Don't try to act like you pro Diddy now. Don't try to act like you pro Diddy now. Y'all all a bunch of suckers. At the end of the day, all you rappers that turn your back on Diddy, y'all a bunch of suckers. Shout out to Yee, because you went up to the court. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, a lot of you rappers are suckers because y'all were not there for that man when he was going through. Y'all turn y'all back on him. You know what I mean? They pulled the catalog off the radio stations. Everybody turned their back. Nobody want to do business with him. Nobody want to do nothing. Now that the man is good, everybody want to act like they with him now. Everybody want to act like they with him. You know what I mean? Kanye is the only one that I seen who went up to the court to show some sort of support. You know what I mean? Because he know what it's like. Ye know what it's like to get the system against you. Have all these damn devils out here trying to take you out. You know what I mean? He knows. So he know what they doing to Diddy. He know what they doing to Diddy. Like I said, gang, at first, I thought Diddy was a monster. I was like, this man deserved to be crucified. You know what I mean? That's because I didn't have the info. But when the case started, and I started listening to all the testimony and all these lies, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all still talking about Cassie? Why ain't y'all proving y'all case? And I realized right then, this is a humiliation ritual, y'all. Humiliation ritual, you know? And by the pure fact that he was acquitted on all the major charges, that was what they were trying to get him on. Now, think about this, guys. It was 2 of 5. They already reached the verdict on 2 of 5. What is it? Yeah, 4 of the 5 charges, a verdict was already in. It was 1 that they were still struggling with. So everybody done knew what it was. But whatever it wasn't enough to put him away for life. They wanted him gone. They wanted him up out of here. So they needed that one more. They needed that one thing to stick. And based on the jurors, they were probably like, nah, we're not doing it, bro. We're not doing it. So it is what it is. They tried. They failed. The feds failed. Diddy is dancing in court. You know what I'm saying? He was celebrating. I'm hearing rumors that he's leaving the country. If he do, that'll be a good look if he actually leave the country, because it don't make no sense to stay in America at this point with all this evil going on. You know what I mean? His kids were there, his sons, daughters, his mom, everybody pulled up. That's a good look. Again, I don't agree with Diddy's business practices. that he did with artists and stuff like that. But then again, if you're an artist and you don't read the fine print and you don't read your record deal, it's all on you if you get played at the end of the day. But when it comes to this case, the man is not guilty. You know what I'm saying? All of those charges, it's not a crime to be a freak. You know what I mean? It's not a crime to be a freak. And at the end of the day, what really irritates me more than anything is the fact that black people as a whole wanted to see Diddy go away for life. Y'all some evil people, fam. Like, y'all wicked, bro. Like, for real, for real. Like y'all wanted to see another black man spend the rest of his life behind bars for being a freak. Like, y'all not freaks. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things that we done did in our lives that we're not on trial for. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? Judge and you shall be judged. All those hands that were pointing at him, all that judgment that y'all were judging, y'all gonna be judged for all that judgment. That's why I had to retract my statements, clean my hands, and repent of passing any foul judgment on that man. I'm a man of truth at the end of the day. I'm not a hypocrite. I could confess my faults. In the beginning, I thought he was dirty. But as the case went on, I looked at the evidence, I looked at what was going on, I retracted all my statements, and I started to follow the case for what it was, and I started realizing, wait a minute, they setting this man up. Hold up, that man not guilty. Yo, they buried this man. They buried Diddy alive, bro. That man did almost what, a year? He did like almost a year in jail, bro. Literally, the man, his health probably was affected. You know, all of that type of stuff. And, you know, they wanted him to die, bro. They wanted that man to die. And a lot of you rappers, y'all turn your backs on that man, dog. Like, that's sick, man. Y'all literally turn your backs on this man. I don't think it's just the money. It's the fact that he have good attorneys. You know, his attorneys, listen, his attorneys did their job. It is what it is. There's a lot of people that got money and they still lose. You know what I mean? But the point of this humiliation ritual was to pretty much ruin his name as much as they can, get everybody to hate him, get the court of public opinion not to like him, and expose all his secrets, all his dirty laundry, all his fetishes, all of that type of stuff is all out there. And they wanted him to lose money. So pretty much the amount of money that Diddy, do anybody know the exact amount of money that Diddy was awarded? Let me see if I can pull up that info. Let me see. Give me a minute here. Let me see if I can pull up this info. Let me see. Trying to find some info. I think it was what, 200 million? Was it 200 mil? Combs had initially sued I think it was 200. Wait. I don't know how much money he got, but I believe that this ritual had to do with that situation, along with the fact that Diddy didn't want to go along with something with the powers that be. And they said, you know what? We're going to get that money back through these lawsuits. In other words, he had to give Cassie 20, right? So he lost 20 million right there. I don't know how much it costs for his attorneys. I don't know how much it would cost for those attorneys, but it doesn't matter. To have those type of attorneys do their job to make you, you know, be free, it had to cost a pretty penny. So you look at the amount of money that Cassie got out of him, The money he lost in business, the distribution deals, sponsorships, different brand deals he lost. He lost a heck of a lot of money. So whatever he was able to gain through any suit that he had with anyone, he lost it in other venues. That's how the system worked, man. You said 700 million? You said it's 700? Wow. I'm trying to find it. I'm seeing 200. So I don't know if that's it. It was the racism lawsuit or something like that. Tequila. How much did Diddy get from Ciroc settlement? Oh, whoa. According to documents, it is now resolved. Lawsuit between them. In the ensuing years, Diddy made almost 1 billion. 1 billion. I could be wrong because I'm getting all this stuff from the internet, but it's saying over 1 billion. So now if you think about 1 billion, man, that's crazy. They need to keep investigating him and find more dirt. Who on Diddy? He good now. What more? See, you people want to see that man. Like, come on now. We need to investigate you. Like, what kind of felonies you committed? What kind of crime you got? What kind of dirt you did? What underage woman you were messing with? Like, or what were you doing? Let's find some dirt on you. Like, come on now. Like, y'all on like a witch hunt or what, man? Like, y'all be tripping, dog. Like, this man already done served about a year, got his whole career destroyed, name dragged through the mud. Everybody turned against him. He was good as dead. That man was buried alive. Just like y'all did R. Kelly. The same way the court of public opinion buried R. Kelly alive. Now, y'all mad because y'all couldn't get Diddy buried alive. Y'all couldn't bury the man alive, man. This is sick, man. What the heck is wrong with our people, dog? Y'all love seeing black men die, bruh? Y'all love seeing black men spend their life in prison? That make you feel good? Well, yeah, it makes me feel good because he got all that money and he ain't sharing none with me. So I'd rather see him in prison. See, Diddy was right. You would rather see a man die than see him fly. You would rather see the man die than see him fly. That's crazy, man. Rather than you grind so that you can make something of yourself, you want to see another black man down. Look at all of our brothers. They all in prison. They all in prison, rotten. I'm happy for Diddy right now, fam. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy. Yeah, free R. Kelly, man. Free R. Kelly. They need to reopen the case. Yo, YouTube, y'all did me dirty because I made that R. Kelly video and y'all blocked my damn video worldwide. But everybody else on YouTube is able to react to the so-called Gayle King interview. Could y'all believe that, dog? The Gayle King interview where she had R. Kelly. I did a full breakdown of the Gayle King interview as well as those two women that Kelly was messing with, right? The two women. I did a full thorough breakdown of all of that, showing everybody that Kelly was set up, y'all. Set up by the system. And I proved all my points. And YouTube blocked my video worldwide. Worldwide. I didn't violate no guidelines. Everything was under fair use. They blocked my video worldwide. Crazy, bro. You know? They set that man up. And they used the court of public opinion to put him behind bars. The court of public opinion? Come on, man. The court of public opinion don't be fair all the time, man. Now you got these content creators acting like they speaking on behalf of Diddy. Y'all need to all sit down because all of you content creators were crucifying Diddy, Y'all wanted him to burn. You damn hypocrite content creators would be making videos talking about everybody keep talking about Diddy, 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 Diddy. But now you talking about Diddy, hypocrite. You don't got nothing to talk about, right? Nothing to talk about. Let's talk about Diddy. This whole trial, y'all ain't see me going live. Y'all did not see me going live every single day. Diddy, 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 Diddy. I didn't do that. There's no need to. You know what I mean? There's no need to. I already know the outcome. I already know. That's why I tried to tell y'all yesterday. I tried to give y'all a little inside scoop because I thought they were going to release it yesterday, to be honest with you. I thought they were going to release it yesterday. So I figured, hey, they about to release it. Let me go live because I already got the inside scoop. You know what I mean? Before all of them, listen, all them ninjas that was down there in New York, all these YouTubers standing out there clout chasing Diddy, all of y'all suckers. Like all of y'all. All of y'all. All of you. I had one other clown out there. He arguing, disrespecting some white guy with a camera, flexing on his phone on his camera. Some dude all blue or whatever. I don't know if it's blue, purple with a dress hat, whatever the case is. I don't care. All y'all clowns. All y'all clowns. Y'all out there trying to flex. You look bad, dog. And if that's you, if you listening, you look bad out there, dog. You might have thought you were looking like you a tough guy, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, that was bad, bro. When you out there as a journalist, you can't be out there with all that hostile work environment, acting like you tough, acting like you gangster, when you out there trying to get a story for the people. You end up looking stupid. You know what I mean? All you content creators that was out there, none of y'all had the inside scoop. None of y'all. You know what I mean? All of y'all out there clout chasing every damn morning, clout chasing. You know what I mean? Every day. All of a sudden, all you guys became reporters. Stop the cap. Y'all ain't no damn reporters. Y'all just trying to get y'all views to get y'all YouTube check. None of y'all cared about the case. None of y'all cared about the truth. Y'all all wanted YouTube checks. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm the only platform that kept it real. And everybody was hating me. Hating me. I gave y'all the info yesterday. Y'all crucified me. You a liar. This is clickbait. You a liar. Now you feel stupid. Now you feel dumb. I can't reveal my sources, but I got connects. I got people I know. I don't say nothing. I got people that's in the industry. People that's at the top. I never contact these people for nothing. I was hit up. There's like, yo, this could make for good content. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it out too early, but you know, Diddy is good, bro. Like he good. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Like, yeah, man, it's looking good. And that's why they was having that issue with that juror. That's why they was having that issue, because that juror was like, heck no, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting him away. I'm not putting him away. You know what I mean? Even the judge wanted to put Diddy away. All of them. They all working with the feds. You know what I mean? That one juror was like, heck no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put that man away. You know what I mean? And he did what he had to do. And that's why you see right now, I hope Diddy leave America. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It would be good if he could stay, but there's no love in America for Diddy. Y'all turn y'all back on him. The black community, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Y'all should be ashamed. Yeah, Diddy's a freak. Yeah, Diddy might have some tendencies. Maybe he's like this on the low key, but to each his own. At the end of the day, that man was cleared, acquitted of all those major charges. So what y'all gonna do now? Y'all gonna give him an apology? Y'all gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, Diddy. I ain't mean that. Nah, y'all still trying to find dirt. Oh, yeah, we need to investigate Diddy. We need to investigate him some more. No, we need to investigate you. We need to investigate all you guys out there, all you guys that been literally embezzling from your job, all you guys out there that don't pay taxes, all you YouTubers that never pay your taxes. Let's investigate you. Let's investigate all these content creators, all these YouTubers that don't pay no taxes. Let's hey, Uncle Sam, the feds, let's investigate all these YouTubers that never pay taxes. Let's investigate them. Let's investigate them. Because they be out here getting these YouTube checks, these big checks. And when tax time come, these guys don't report nothing. A lot of these content creators, they go year after year after year, collecting. Never pay taxes, bro. You know what I mean? For real, I'm just being honest, guys. Listen, you good people that view my content, you got to understand something. When you come here, I keep it a buck. Sometimes I get info before anybody get it. You know what I mean? And again, if I wanted, I could have been making videos milking the system. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take advantage of the situation like all these content creators that have been exploiting P. Diddy for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Every single day you see them live. Yeah, you know, we live by the courtroom. They ain't even doing nothing. They just live by a building. Anybody could do that. That ain't no work. You ain't inside the courtroom. So what are you talking about? They all doing the same thing. This is what makes YouTube so boring, is that all these content creators doing the same thing. Y'all all out there starving for attention, starving for clicks, starving for views. Y'all all fighting. None of y'all like each other. Y'all just fighting for views, fighting for clicks to put a black man behind bars. Hypocrites, a bunch of devils, bro. Your own people. Think about how many black people, how many black men and women were out there at the court, not because they were supporting Diddy, not because they recognized the case. No, they there for the clicks and the views, man. And I could name names. I could put out a lot of people names. You know, Gene Deal, he's a sucker. He a clown. You know, at the end of the day, think about how much money. Think about how much money Gene Deal made on YouTube alone, talking about Diddy on that other platform that he's always on every minute. Every minute, there's a new video. Gene Deal on whatever that platform name is. All you guys are suckers. Y'all been running them numbers up with Diddy all day. Crucifying him. Now y'all feel stupid. Y'all feel dumb now. How do y'all show y'all face? How do y'all even show yourselves? What y'all next video gonna be? Gene, what's your next video gonna be? Gene, your career over. You're done. You don't got no more content. Gene Deal, your career on social media is over. Over. Your career is over. I hope you got paid enough money to last you the rest of your life, because from here moving on, your career talking about Diddy is over. It's over. Because that's all you talk about. Diddy. What man sits on social media all day talking about what he know about Diddy? And you're supposed to be a black man. You a sucker, bro. Because at the end of the day, all those people that you claim Diddy was taking advantage of and you were there, how come you ain't do nothing about it? You ain't do nothing about it. You were there and you saw. But then all of a sudden, how come they didn't bring you on trial? How come they didn't bring you into court to testify? Since you know everything, because you working with the feds. You working with the feds. Just like you and all them damn YouTube channels. Listen, people, all these YouTube channels that you saw covering the Diddy case over and over, they all work with the feds. Don't believe the hype, y'all. I'm telling you, man. They all work with the feds, bro. They all work with the feds. Listen, they need to free all them rappers. All them rappers, they need to free all of them. Because all of them dudes are being set up and lined up by the feds, dog. You know what I mean? Y'all saw how they tried to put Breezy behind bars. You know what I mean? They freed him. You know what I mean? Hopefully he could get back to making some good music. You know, they still got your man Tory Lanez behind bars, even though we know he didn't shoot Meg Thee Stallion. So why he still behind bars? Why they still got your boy behind bars, bro? After they stabbed him up. What's going on? This don't make no sense. Y'all still got Kelly behind bars. Why? That man is innocent. YouTube, y'all did me dirty, fam. Why y'all blocked my video for? Why y'all blocked the video where I proved that R. Kelly was innocent? I'm gonna have to put that video up on Patreon, guys. I had downloaded it. I'm gonna have to put it up on my Patreon. So if y'all wanna see that, I'm gonna see if I could try to get that thing up by the end of the week and put it up on there. I gave y'all all the proof. R. Kelly is 100% innocent, y'all. They set him up. Gayle King, you a devil. You a damn devil. Because you knew good and well that you went there. R. Kelly trusts you. He had trusted you to do the interview, to get things situated. He thought that you would allow him to share his voice. But you use all of that crap you learned from Oprah Winfrey. You're an Oprah Winfrey wannabe trying to sound like Oprah Winfrey, trying to look like Oprah Winfrey. I'm surprised. I thought you was Oprah Winfrey's sister. You know what I mean? But you went up there with that interview with Kelly, and you played on his emotions. You played on his trauma. You played on the hurt, the pain, and you made him have an outburst. You made him have that outburst that everybody was mocking him and laughing at him with. And that was enough to make him look guilty. You know what I mean? You did him dirty. You ladies that turned against Kelly, y'all did him dirty. Because that very same woman that threw Kelly under the bus, look how she was rewarded, y'all. They gave her a podcast. They gave her a business. They gave her all of these opportunities. Why? So she could crucify Kelly. You know what I mean? That's sick, bro. People be selling them. Listen, people be selling their souls for fortune and fame on social media, man. They don't care. You know what I mean? So free R. Kelly, free Tory Lanez. Who else got to get freed, man? Who else behind bars that they gotta let them out, man? They gotta let them out, man. Too many black men are being thrown into these prison cells over nonsense, bro. Like, a lot of these dudes need to be free. They're getting set up. A lot of times when you see rappers getting charged with essay crimes, sexual assaults, listen, man, ain't no dude with money gotta sexually assault a woman, bro. Like, y'all bugging, bro. How y'all gonna say Diddy raped a woman? What? Are you tripping, dog? Listen, you got dudes in the hood that pull women easy. You got dudes in the hood with no money, broke, living in the projects, and they be having baddies. Dudes got a mouthpiece. They got game. They be in the hood bagging shorties every day. You don't gotta violate no woman. That ain't in our nature. You know what I mean? So when these allegations come out, we got to look at them thoroughly. I ain't saying no man isn't capable of doing the unthinkable. That's not what I'm saying. It's not in our nature. Men that really are able to pull women, they don't have to violate a woman, dog. Especially if you got bread. If you got bread, women naturally throw themselves at you. You know what I mean? So how could Diddy have allegations of rape, sexual assault, man, stop it. Kidnapping. Man, please, man. These things, listen, they be just lying all the time. Make sure y'all double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up, because a lot of y'all hating on me, man. Y'all just hating on your boy. You know what I mean? Just hating all day, bro. And that's sick, man. Y'all got to stop hating on the people that really do the real work. I'm one of the realest content creators on YouTube right now. Everybody else is fake, bro. Like, all of them, they fake. I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't believe me. A lot of these content creators, they fake. They faker than a $3 bill, man. All they do is post fake content. They copy other people, regurgitate information. Listen, I came out yesterday. I told you guys, look, this is what's going down. This is what's coming down the pipeline. People condemned me, said I'm wrong. They told me I lied. I was like, bro, I don't got nothing to lie about. I got a credible source. I got the inside scoop. You know what I mean? This person is legit. Known this person for years. I put the info out the best that I could without going into too much detail. People literally looked at me and was like, yo, I'm unsubscribing from your channel. You're a horrible person. This is going to ruin your name. I'm like, bro, if you don't believe me, man, you can kick rocks. I know what I know, and I know the source that I got is credible and everything is good. Now you feel stupid. Now you feel dumb. So don't come with no apologies. Don't come into my comments saying, oh, you know, you said blah, blah, blah. Fam, I was right. I was right. So just give me my credit and just recognize the real. Next time, don't doubt me, because a lot of y'all turned y'all back on me when I published the truth, and you was talking a whole load of ish like I don't know what I'm talking about. Now you feel stupid. Now you feel dumb now, you know? It don't make no sense. Diddy is doing better now. I hope he leave the country, start his businesses out overseas. He could still start businesses, make a heck of a lot of money. You know what I mean? I don't know what his family gonna do, his kids. Maybe they might stay in New York. Sean King, you know what I'm saying? You gotta basically watch your back, fam. You know what I mean? I know you Diddy's son. You the king. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing, enjoying life. Learn from what's going on with your pops. Learn what's going on with your pops. I understand you out there, you living your best life. Hey, enjoy. At the same time, dog, move in a way where it's like, yo, don't be trusting all these people around you. The same way they try to line up your pops, same way they'll try to line you up. You know what I mean? In other words, if they can't get to Diddy, they'll get to you. So all you siblings of Diddy, y'all got to really think about how the system is. If they can't get him, they'll try to get one of y'all. So y'all need to keep your eyes open to the streets and move strategically now, because anything can pop off. You know what I mean? Like these people are ruthless. They'll try to take one of y'all out. So y'all got to heighten up the security. Whatever y'all could do, don't take this thing lightly. Listen, it is very rare for somebody to beat the feds. It's very rare for someone to beat the feds. Those charges that Diddy was able to beat was designed to put him behind bars for life. Do you understand? Those are federal charges. Listen, that man was supposed to be crucified. He beat the feds. I don't think y'all understand. See, all these content creators, they're going to be going live. They live right now. They all talking ish. They all acting like they was rolling with Diddy. They all suckers at the end of the day. All you good people need to unsubscribe from all of those YouTube channels that was publishing dirt on Diddy over and over and over and over and all the way down to when the verdict was coming. People were making final minute videos. Yeah, he's getting life in prison. He's going to serve all this time. He's going to be doing this. They still was at it in order to get a YouTube check. In order to get a YouTube check. Think about that. That's crazy, man. Imagine people being happy if a man is guilty of all charges. Y'all happy for that. How does that make you happy? That doesn't make no sense. I seen people pissed off on other people's live streams. They was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean acquitted of those major charges? You tripping? Nah. Nah, he must have paid somebody. See, you're in denial. The man got off on those charges and y'all mad? So y'all wanted him to go to prison for life? Dang, bro. It be your own people, man. It be your own people that want you to serve time, man. A lot of you brothers, there's people that want to see you behind bars forever. A lot of you sisters, there's people that want to see you die. It's really sick, man. We live in a sick world, man. My job throughout this live, fam, is to make you good people understand that these content creators are fake. These YouTubers are fake. Don't swipe, because I know in the YouTube Shorts algorithm, y'all be just swiping up, swiping. This is the only channel you should be listening to right now. Everybody else is fake, y'all. They fake. Fake news. They try to accuse me of fake news. Now they feel stupid right now. They feel dumb. And all you people that post comments under my other video, I got all your comments saved. So don't go trying to delete your comment, figuring, oh, I'm going to go delete my comment, act like I never said that. No, I'm going to go to all your comments, right? And I'm going to block each of you. All of you going to get blocked because you talked a whole load of ish about me lying, about me talking garbage, about me clickbaiting. Now you feel stupid. And see, that's the beauty of victories, is when you can look back and you can see how everybody, you can see who's who. Now I know who don't rock with me, because a lot of y'all turned against me and now y'all looking crazy. Y'all was looking at me like, oh, you gonna look crazy. You should have never said this. You should have never said that. No, now you feel stupid. Because I already told you already that I got to connect. I don't got to reveal who's who. I don't got to talk about who I talk about and who I know that know who I know. No, I don't got to say anything. Now you feel dumb. You know, I don't want no apologies. I don't want nothing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when I say something, just listen to what I got to say. Don't be too quick to condemn me. Listen to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's why I got off the live early, because I thought they were going to release the verdict, I thought they would, because I got the info, I thought they were going to release the verdict right away. You know what I mean? And somebody was even trolling in my comments. They was like, oh, he's not going to get off the live. He's going to stay here to run the numbers up. I don't got to run the numbers up, fam. I don't got to stay on YouTube all day talking about the same story for 20 hours. I don't got time for all of that, bro. I got a life to live. I got things I got to do. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to milk the system by staying on for hours and hours and hours talking about, oh, I'm giving y'all live updates of the Diddy case. I already gave y'all the verdict a while back when I was analyzing the case. I already knew based on the selection of the jury, the attorneys, the cross-examinations, various evidence that was brought in, and I realized they really don't got nothing on this man. They didn't have nothing on Diddy, fam. They did not have, the whole case was focusing on Cassie. I already told y'all this, you know? And when it got down to the wire, and you had the situation with the, where they come to a verdict out of 4 of the 5 counts, but 1, they were still undecided. On that one, I already knew at that moment, you know, something wasn't right. You know what I mean? Then I got my info come in. I'm like, oh, so that confirms everything. So I thought they were gonna give us the verdict yesterday. And somebody in the live chat was like, you ain't gonna get off the live. You gonna stay on the live. I said, all right, let me get off the live. And I got off the live to show you guys that I'm not trying to stay on too long. I just wanted to give y'all the info so that once y'all see what happened, y'all would know that what I said is true. You know what I mean? But y'all didn't believe me. Y'all condemned me. You know? So to all you people out there that was condemning me in the comments under that video, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you on my block list. Don't even come back to the platform. I don't want to see no apologies. I don't want to hear anything. Y'all look stupid. You know what I mean? And you revealed your hand and you let me know you weren't really rocking with me. You know what I mean? Those of you that rocked with me, those of you that was down with me from the beginning, once I published the video and I made it clear and you believed what I was talking about and you was like, yo, man, we rock with you. It is what it is. Salute to y'all, man, the faithful few that actually hold a brother down and do what we got to do. You know what I mean? But it's just sick, you know? It's absolutely sick how these social media streets is filled with snakes, venomous poison vipers that just want to get a YouTube check and they don't really care about the story. I'm one of the only content creators that covered the Diddy case in the beginning, and then I kind of just fell back from it because I didn't want to keep doing the same kind of content every single day because everybody on YouTube doing the same thing. And I'm like, yo, man, you guys don't got nothing else to talk about, bro? Like, y'all doing the same thing every day? Like, these YouTubers are like, they thirsty, bro. Thirsty for views. Thirsty. They hungry. Diddy, 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 Diddy all day. You would think these people were at the damn freak-offs because they did every day. I'm like, bro, give it a rest, man. Give it a rest. Talk about something else. Now everybody want to talk about Diddy now. I stayed away from the whole case for weeks because I was just waiting for this day. Now all the people that was like, oh, you know, the Diddy thing is a distraction. YouTubers keep talking about Diddy. Now look at them. They live right now talking about Diddy. Why? Because they trying to eat. They was the same ones that condemned Diddy. They was the same ones that said he's serving life. They were the same ones. Now they feeling stupid. It's crazy how these content creators be switching up. It's crazy how they literally switching up and doing a bunch of goofy stuff. It don't make no sense. They mad, bro. They mad. I know a lot of y'all mad. You got Thomas, he in the building. He says, you projecting. No, you mad. You feel stupid. You know what I mean? You was hoping Diddy would fry. Now you feel dumb. I know you. It hurts, right? It hurts. You wanted to see a black man burn, right? You were rooting for him to spend the rest of his life in prison. Well, now your dream's been shattered. Now you feel dumb. You feel stupid now, and I'm glad you feel dumb, you know? So at the end of the day, you ain't glad nothing. Stop the damn cap. You wanted to see that man burn. You know what I mean? Just like all you hypocrites out there that been frequenting all these YouTube channels where they were crucifying Diddy all day and y'all wasn't listening to the facts. Y'all was never listening to the facts. I've been publishing the facts forever. I gave y'all many warnings. Many warnings. Go back to my videos. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me give you some of these facts. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all think this is a damn game? Let me go to the content. Let me go to the content. get some of this info. Give me a minute. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me go to some of these videos so I can show you guys what it is, because y'all think this is a damn game. Let me see this. Boom. Let me go here. Okay. Watch this, guys. 2 weeks ago, check this out. Hold on. Let me let this ad play. Oh, no ad? Okay, cool. Watch this. This is me here. 2 weeks ago. I told you guys that Diddy's gonna walk, right? 2 weeks ago. This case is looking pretty good for him. It's not looking good for everybody else. When I tell you that he's gonna walk, and everybody gonna feel dumb because this whole entire trial was nothing more than a public lynching to take down another black man. You see that? And a public lynching to take down another black man. Let me let it continue. Let me turn off this light because I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me turn this off real fast. Right? Okay, let's go. Regardless if you agree with him or not, what I'm stating is facts. Because everybody that was involved in that situation was all willing participants, conspirators. They were assisting him. It don't make no sense that he's on trial and everybody else is innocent. It don't make no sense. So we'll see how this thing is going to turn out, guys. I'm about to do some commentary about the case. I just kind of leave it alone because I already know the verdict. You see that? You know the verdict of something. Listen. It's not really something that you got to keep updating people with every single day like others. Do you see that? 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Because it's really a distraction at the end of the day. That's where it had shut off. I didn't even realize that I had shut my own video off. I was in that video. I was supposed to continue talking. I made a mistake and clicked the damn button, and it had shut it off when I was recording. But my point is, guys, that's just one of many videos where I was literally telling people the outcome on what's coming up. That's why I didn't feel like doing no videos, because it's like I didn't want to come online. Oh, hey guys, I'm at the court. I'm at the court, or I just go fire up OBS talking about, yeah, I'm giving you guys updates on a Diddy case. I didn't want to do all of that goofy stuff because it's like I'm exploiting the situation. If I'm seeking to get to the truth of whether that man was guilty or not, I can't be like these YouTubers that just want clicks and views, because you're going to get blinded by the money and the earning potential. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to give y'all real information that matters. But y'all been following these YouTube platforms that all they do is focus on keeping you tuned in. They're not giving you no real substance. You know, they just regurgitating stuff they heard from either TMZ or some news blog. They're not really giving you no info that's real. The info I was giving you was based off the case, based off of what I understood after studying the information. I already knew that man was cleared. You know, I knew it. That's why I said I had to retract my statements, because I was just like many of you that was like, oh, Diddy's a monster. He deserved to serve life in prison. He's no good. I did all of that stuff. I could admit it at the end of the day, but I had to look at the case so I'm not being a hypocrite. And when I started realizing, wait a minute, this ain't adding up. Whoa, wait a minute. Damn, that's not adding up. Oh, snap. Here's more info. I was like, yo, this guy is not guilty, bro. They setting him up. They setting him up. From when they raided his estate, I knew something wasn't right. When they raided the estate, because he wasn't even there, and they raided the estate. His people, his fam was there. So I'm like, yo, they doing this dirt. They trying to line him up. That's when they were pretty much coming for him. And I made a couple of videos about that. And I'm like, nah, man, something ain't right. I thought he was guilty at first, like everybody else. But once the case kept going on and on and on, I realized, nah, man, you know, all jokes aside, I know we laughed about the Diddy oil. We laughed about, you know, all the crazy stuff. We cracked jokes. But then the case began to get serious with me. I started to realize, like, yo, I don't want to use my platform to condemn this man anymore. You know what I mean? Because I made videos about Diddy, that he's a monster, he needs to go to prison for life. I talked about that. But I had to retract my statements throughout the investigation. And then once it got to the case and I started to learn the errors, I was like, oh, snap, yo, I don't want to be a part of that, man. I don't want to use my platform to condemn this man and be helpful to the feds. And I'm not even getting paid for it. And that's what a lot of YouTubers do. Remember, guys, I told you guys, all those YouTubers that you saw out there, they all work for the feds. Every YouTuber that was out there in New York that was hungry for views, they worked for the feds, guys. They were working for the feds, man. A lot of them got paid to keep that coverage going, to keep us hating Diddy. Now, again, I don't like Diddy's business practices, but at the end of the day, he's a media mogul. He earned his bread. I'm not hating on that man because of his money. He's just another black man that's rich. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You can learn a lot from men that did what they had to do to earn and stuff, and you could learn from their mistakes. But I don't want to see another black man go to prison for the rest of his life when I know he didn't do nothing. And these are the things I had to learn after looking at the case, you know, critically. You know, I looked at all the testimony from Cassie, all of these frauds, all of these witnesses, everybody. You know what I mean? They what's this other dude with the car situation, the car burning? That dude, you know, even I thought that he was, what's his name, man? The rapper. What's his name, guys? Kid Cudi, that's his name? Kid Cudi, right? I think it's Kid Cudi. When he went to the court, I thought that he was crucifying Diddy. But if you really think about it, it's almost like if Kid Cudi knew, like, I don't want to do this to Diddy. He threw Cassie under the bus. If you really think about it, Kid Cudi threw Cassie under the bus. Because he was like, yo, both me and Diddy got played. So he didn't really go up there to throw Diddy under the bus. If anything, maybe Kid Cudi recognized, like, yo, I ain't going to try to throw another black man behind bars. So maybe we got, well, I can't say we, maybe I got Kid Cudi wrong. It seems as if though, and again, I don't know because I don't know what went on in the court. So I don't know exactly what everything he said. But it looked like if Cudi was not really trying to throw Diddy under the bus, he probably got subpoenaed to come to court to testify in that situation. But what he said in his testimony was him and Diddy got played by Cassie, which means he feels some type of way. Cassie used Cudi because she was jealous of Diddy. So she used Cudi to try to make it seem like they had some sort of relationship in order to get Diddy jealous, y'all. Y'all got to read between the lines, man. Read between the lines, fam. Cassie played all of us, man. Now, yeah, she was with Diddy for 10 years. It is what it is. Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all going to say, but hold up, Ringo. Hold up now. You ain't going to get away from this one. I got a good question for you, Ringo. If Diddy's so innocent, why he gave Cassie 20 million? Answer that one. Answer that one, Ringo. Answer that one, hot shot. You think you got it all together? Why Diddy gave Cassie 20 million if he didn't do nothing wrong? I got an answer for that. Let me give you the answer. In business, there is such thing as hush money. Now listen to me carefully. Don't get me misconstrued. Hush money is given to people that put out allegations of different things, not because you're acknowledging guilt, but because they do not want the situation to escalate into something like what we saw with the whole investigation, the whole case. That is what Diddy was trying to avoid. You understand? He was trying to avoid that. A lot of people have done this. Michael Jackson done this. Many other artists done this. I'm not sure if R. Kelly did this. Was R. Kelly sued? I think he was sued for something. I'm not sure. But a lot of artists been sued. And what they do is they pay money to quiet things down. It doesn't necessarily mean they're guilty. It's called hush money for a reason. And in business, if you're in business, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't mean you're guilty. It doesn't mean you did anything dirty. It simply means that, look, I don't want all of this mess to just go crazy in the public. I don't want all my business out there. Everybody gonna know my freak offs. They're gonna know what I did. They're gonna watch the tapes. They're gonna, all these things was revealed about Diddy. So all his business was shared in the court, y'all. All his mess, all his fetishes, all that stuff, the court got to see. So it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Imagine you a dude, you got some fetishes, you don't want nobody to know about them. Maybe you got some weird, freaky fetishes that most of us brothers would think, maybe you're gay. You know what I mean? Like, this fetish is a little too over the top, bro. Like, you ain't have to tell me about that. We might think you're gay because of this fetish. It doesn't mean you're gay, but the fetish is borderline suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like you like when this woman play around your butt, like some weird stuff that you got going. Now, to us, we might look at you as like, maybe you're weird, maybe you're like this. Something must be wrong, but it's just a fetish you got as a man that you like these women to do. That's to each his own. But you're not necessarily gay. It's not saying like you like men, but the fetish you didn't want nobody in the world to know about. Those are the type of things that Diddy wanted to keep hidden from view. Only Cassie knew about his dirt, and the male prostitutes. They knew about it, but they all got paid, so they don't really care. They're prostitutes, so they're accustomed to this type of freak off. So when he gave her the $20 million, that was just collateral damage. That was just like a write-off. That was like, just some hush money. That's why he did it so quick. That's why he settled so fast. But Cassie was being used by the feds the whole time. The whole time she was being used by the feds. So for Diddy to settle out of court so quick, remember, she got $20 million from Diddy, and then the hotel gave her another 10. So that's 30 million. 30 million. You know what I mean? That's a good payday. That money should last her the rest of her life, So when Diddy did that, he thought everything would go away. He thought that his name would be off the radar because his name was already in the news. We've been hearing about Diddy. The feds been wanted Diddy. Once the situation happened with the Ciroc situation, the situation with that, Diddy already knew he was, a target. He knew that already, guys. He knew he was a target already. And he didn't think nothing would come down the pipe. So when the allegations came out with Cassie, nobody believed that Diddy did anything to her. Then we saw the videotape pop up. That was the feds letting Diddy know, like, look, we already got access to the tape. You done. You better recognize we coming for you, dog. We're going to put you away. We're going to embarrass you. We're going to leak these tapes. The feds been had access to this info. They were just waiting to use it, So I don't want you to think because he gave her the 20 million that meant he guilty. You know what I mean? Yeah, we saw the tape. But like I told you guys, if you really analyze the tape with Cassie, Cassie was not beaten. Diddy gave her some dusting, some kicks. Those kicks, he had on no shoes. No shoes, guys. There's no way that those kicks were causing bodily injuries. Those were little dust. He was upset. Cassie took something that belonged to him. Something was in those bags, and when she left that room, Diddy came out there in his robe. Why? Because it's like, yo, how you gonna try to leave and bolt on me when you know I'm in the bathroom? Now you trying to grab my ish and leave? That's why he came out in the robe. Y'all gotta put context together. She took something that belonged to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Denise for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Somebody else has supported. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody else supported. Dominica, shout out to you, 1981, my bad. I didn't even see your comment. I just looked up. I noticed that she supported with 20, but then there's $1.99. You know, I ain't no mathematician, but I know $20 plus $1.99 is $21.99. So I'm like, hold up, where that extra bread came from? So shout out to you. So that's right, Ringo, free Diddy. I'm just happy that he was able to beat the feds. This is a good look. Do y'all know any rappers that really was rooting for Diddy the whole time? Like, which rappers was really rooting for Diddy? Let's put those names out there. Rappers that was on Diddy's team, they were pro Diddy like the whole time. Any rappers? Because it seemed like everybody turned their back, you know? Let me see. Somebody says, I disagree with that one. Hitting a woman has no justification. I disagree with you. When a woman get out of line, sometimes a man got to put hands. And I'm going to pretty much clear that up and make myself clear for you because some people don't understand what I mean. If Cassie was in that room and she took something that belonged to that man and it pissed him off, he going to put hands on her. You know what I mean? So the principle of a man shouldn't put hands on a woman is true. Yes, I agree with that. But if a woman is going to provoke a man, take something from a man, steal something from a man, or do something that's way out of pocket, that man is going to regulate that situation. You know what I'm saying? So to say that as if though he's just wrong, like he should have never did that, we don't know the full circumstances behind that situation. You know what I mean? You could be with your old lady in the street and you at a hotel and something go down and we could look at it like, yo, you look like you the aggressor, but we don't know what she did. We don't know what went down. Who was that artist that was in the elevator that time? Whatchamacallit? You had two incidents in an elevator. I think one was Jay-Z and Beyonce's sister. Then you had another rapper that was in the elevator. I'm not sure who it was, man. Was it the Migos? I think it was the Migos, right? Who was it that was in the elevator where he kind of roughed up the woman? Was it the Migo guy? You said it was Bow Wow? It was Quavo, right? I think it was Quavo. I think it was Quavo, y'all. I think it was Quavo, man. It was Quavo, right? I think it was Quavo. So my point is, look at those situations. We don't know the circumstances behind those situations. Now, of course, like I said, a man should never put his hands on a woman for no reason. But sometimes women do things, get out of pocket, get out of line, or they might put hands on you, and you got to regulate that situation. I ain't going to sit there and watch no woman slapping me around and I just stay there. She going to be on the floor. You ain't going to be no woman punching me in the face, slapping me around in the street, and I ain't going to put no damn hands on you. You going to get hands put on you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be out there, physically abusing me, and I'm a man. I'm way stronger than you, and you're just going to be slapping me around like I'm some son of yours? Nah, that ain't going to happen. You know? No, walk away. Whatever you say, man. You crazy. You bugging. Walk away. Why the hell you don't walk away? Like, why the hell you don't walk away? You putting your hands on a man, you going to get slapped. Just like that bus driver. What the bus driver do? What the bus driver do when the black woman went and spit on him and went and punching him in the face? What did he do? He uppercut that woman. What are you talking about? See, this is the problem. They always want to tell us brothers, walk away. But the women are not walking away. The women are coming at you. The women are coming at you with knives, guns, and slapping you around and they telling you as a man, you go walk away. I'm not walking away. You're going to be having some missing teeth. You put your hands on me, you're going to be on the goddamn floor. I don't care what nobody say. You know? For real, for real. If you don't want a man putting no hands on you, you better not put no hands on him. Keep your damn hands to yourself. I want to hear nothing that you got to say about walk away. I ain't walking nothing away. That's some old sucker move, trying to make a man feel like he guilty. Man ain't no guilty. First of all, I ain't want to put no hands on her. She putting hands on me. What the hell wrong with y'all people? Y'all tripping. Always telling a man to walk away, but you ain't telling the woman to walk away. You bugging, bro. You tripping. No one supposed to be putting no hands on nobody. But you ain't going to tell me I'm going to walk away while some woman's slapping me, and then while I'm walking away from her, she's slapping me back up. You ever seen, listen, I seen videos like that where a woman, baby mama, fronted on him, started hitting on him, dude tried walking away. While he walking away, homegirl coming up behind him, slapping him in the face, bro, hard, bro. And dude still walking away, and she slap him again. Nah, bro, you wildin'. I ain't gonna sit there and just take it. No, you bugging, bro. I'm not taking those damn slaps. You bugging. She going down for the count. Real talk. Did y'all see those videos? There's a video. You have to look for it. Baby mama beat up her baby daddy or something like that. It's probably on YouTube still. Look it up. You'll see the dude. Dude getting slapped. Woman slapping this dude up, bro. I'm like, yo. And the dude is trying his best not to do nothing because he's scared that if he put hands, all them other dudes is going to jump on him. All you dudes that do stuff like that, you suckers. Always stay out of a man's business with his old lady. Don't you get up in there talking about, bro, you're not supposed to be putting your hands on a woman. But yet all you suckers are out there watching this woman put her hands on this dude, knowing good and well she provoking him. So why you suckers don't go over there and restrain that damn animal so that she don't put hands on this man, that he don't put hands on her, excuse me. Why don't y'all restrain that beast so this dude don't end up in prison? But y'all don't do that. Y'all watch the woman slap this dude around. Then when he get angry and punch her in the face, now all of y'all want to jump him? Come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You know? Jay-Z took them slaps like a man. Jay-Z is a clown. He only did that because he knew the elevator was there. He knew the camera was on. He knew he had a lot to lose. But I can promise you, if that was done in the confines of a home, he would have slapped the ish out of that woman. He would have slapped her silly. He would have did it. He knew the elevator. Listen, if he would have did that, his career would have been done. You know what I'm saying? Because Beyonce ain't doing nothing because she's the one that was upset with him. You see what I mean? So it was like the sister was setting up Jay. The sister was setting him up. Jay is from the streets. He from the hood. So he already know the game. He knew if he would have put hands on her like that, the camera right there watching. See, the thing is, we live in a world where women are allowed and they get away with domestic violence. They get away with slapping men up and nobody say nothing. You only say something when a man put them hands on her and knuckle her face up. That's all of a sudden, now we the bad guys. But when the woman is doing her dirt, nobody say nothing to these women. That's backwards, bro. Y'all got to talk to these ladies and tell them, keep your hands to yourself. You don't want to fight no man. A man is like 20 times stronger than you. A man will beat the crap out of you. Don't put your hands on a man. If a man, listen, when a man is in his, you know, he's pissed off and angry and his adrenaline is running and he punch you in the face, he'll break your face. Like your face will be broken pretty bad. You know what I mean? See, as men, we can take those hits when a man is hitting us because remember, our adrenaline is rushing too. You know what I mean? So everything is at high. So while we throwing blows, it is what it is. It's like you're not even feeling those punches. I mean, you might feel them, but you're not really feeling them. Now, a woman, she gonna be hurt, you know? And I've seen videos. There's videos on YouTube right now of women slapping men up. The dude was not touching her, but she kept it on. And dude just socked her in the face, put her to sleep. You know? You said, what if the woman is bigger than the man? It doesn't matter if the woman is bigger. A man will beat the crap out of a woman any day. You know what I mean? A real man. A man that is of, a certain size of a man. I'm not talking about a man that weighed like $130, $120, and the woman weighed 200 pounds. I mean, she's a big girl. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. If it's a big dude, he gonna destroy a woman, man. Like, let's just stop playing. Women were not here for men to be fighting them. So once we all understand that, we should agree. Women should not be putting their hands on a man at all. I don't care if you angry. You know what I mean? My face is not a punching bag for you to be slapping me up. You know what I'm saying? It's not for that. So if you don't want to get slapped back, then you need to understand equality in terms of don't put your hands on me. I ain't going to put my hands on you. It's just that simple. You guys that want to walk away, you could go ahead and walk away. If a woman slapped me in my face, she getting slapped back. I'm just being honest. You know? Ain't going to be none of that walking away. You're going to get equal treatment. Right? So, guys, when we look at the situation with Diddy, I'm happy that this is a good day, to celebrate. I'm sure his family is happy about the situation. Cassie is not happy about this. I'm hearing Diddy may be trying to get his money back. So I don't know how credible that information is. It's not something that I got from a source, but I heard about it that, that Diddy is going to be trying to get his money back from Cassie. So I don't know if that's something that's new, that's going to be coming down the pipe. But, yeah, he may be doing something to try to get that info. Again, guys, make sure you double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. If you like my commentary, you feel it's official, consider subscribing to the channel so that we can keep this movement going. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that already subscribed to the platform. You know what I'm saying? Without you guys, without you ladies, we don't got no platform. You know what I mean? It's not just about me. It's about providing good content, good commentary, some entertainment, some drama. You know what I mean? Some good news reporting that you people can pretty much get the right, accurate information. You know what I mean? We always try to be accurate, and we always try to be 100 with the people. And from time to time, people be hating because I'm always ahead of the game, guys. I'm always 10 steps ahead of the game. That's why they get mad at me. When I release content and I do it before everybody else, that's why they get mad, because I'm right. On YouTube, everybody want to be the first to publish information. Just like everybody was ready to publish Diddy charged with everything, sentenced to life in prison. They were ready. All these content creators were ready. That's why you had a lot of them live, ready to start talking, yipping and yapping. None of them could talk about it now. Their whole life is ruined. Their platforms is ruined because they've been dragging Diddy for weeks and weeks and weeks, saying that he's going to be serving life. They already took sides. Imagine a lot of these content creators were out there in New York by the courtroom and still didn't even understand the case. Still didn't even understand that Diddy's not guilty of these charges. You know what I mean? How you going to try to RICO him? Come on, man. Stop it. There was nothing there for that, man. Nothing there. That man was innocent the whole time, man. The feds just wanted to put him away, to punish him, and it didn't work. Anybody that beat the feds, God had to be with you, fam. Somebody was praying for Diddy. Somebody was praying for Diddy, fam. Somebody was praying. As much as y'all might think he dirty, as much as y'all might think, you know what I mean, whatever, somebody must have been praying, man. Somebody was praying. Listen, somebody was praying. He may not be 100 with God or whatever. And then again, who am I to judge? He probably have a good connection with God, bro. Like I said, man, you never know who got a good connection with God on the low key. You never know. You know? God listens to everybody's prayers, and sometimes he could hear the sinner's prayer. And Diddy probably went to prayer, man. He probably prayed for himself, probably repented, was like, look, God, man, if you get me through this, man, I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to get a better team, get the right kind of people in my life, switch it up. You never know what this does for Diddy. You never know. So it is what it is. You have somebody in the chat says Diddy's not totally off the hook. You a clown, fam. Like are you understanding the magnitude of the issue? That man was supposed to go away for life. You're worried about if he's not off the hook. It's like you still want him on the hook. Imagine that mess. You still want that man on the hook. You're not even trying to focus on the issue here. This man was acquitted of the major charges. You know what that means? That means the feds lost. That means that's a W for Diddy. But nah, it's not enough for you. You just want him to fry for something. That's just sick, man. Like, yo, people could never be happy for you, bro. People could never be happy for you, bro. He was acquitted of all the major charges, bro. The major charges. Those are the charges they wanted him to get guilty on. Because if he got guilty, he's done. Life in prison. Just like your man, Nature Boy. Y'all remember the dude, Nature Boy? Eligio, or whatever his name is? They gave him the plea deal. He was supposed to do about 6 or 7 years, right? Let me see if I can look it up. What was the plea deal for Eligio, right? Let me see if I can pull it up. What was the offer to Nature Boy? Let me see. Let me see. Trying to see how many years he was supposed to get. Accused cult leader Eligio Bishop turns down plea deal before opening statements. Right? I'm trying to see how many years he was supposed to get. There's a clip here. Let me play this clip real fast. See what this is about. Let me wait for this commercial. Wait for this commercial to pass. And then I'll publish the audio. Oh, it's already cleared already? All right, let me get this. Hold on.
It's begin today in the trial of an accused cult leader in DeKalb County. Prosecutors say Eligio Bishop raped one of his followers, then posted explicit videos of the woman online.
Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been in the courtroom all day today. He's live at the DeKalb County Courthouse with the night's new information. Tyler?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. It's been nearly 2 years since the victim says she was raped by an alleged cult leader. Today, she faced him in court as the first witness in his rape trial.
When I was there, I was definitely, I would say, brainwashed.
The woman who claims she was raped by Eligio Bishop detailed in court for the first time what she says it was like to be a member of his alleged cult, Carbon Nation. She says she was with his group for 3 stints and says things started off fine, but eventually...
Now, keep in mind, guys, before we even waste our time with that, because I don't feel like watching all of that mess, because I keep throwing that R word every single minute. That affects the algorithm, so I'm not going to continue playing it. All of those women were down with that man. She just turned against him. All of those women are guilty. You know what I mean? All of them was brainwashed. They all followed that demon. That man was offered a plea deal. He turned it down. And when he turned it down, he was facing life in prison. And that's exactly what he got. All he had to do is take the plea deal. He would have went, did some time. He would eventually got out. And he could have continued living his life. I think it was like 7 years. I think. I could be wrong. But I think it was about 7 or 8 years or something like that. So at the end of the day, he didn't take it. And then what? He ended up life in prison. Somebody says Diddy needs to apologize to all the people that he has hurt in the industry. What are you talking about, man? You need to apologize. You need to apologize to all the people you hurt in your life. Are you prepared to do that? Hypocrite. See, you're perfect, right? No, you need to apologize and repent to all the people you wronged, all the people you stole, all the petty theft, all of the things you've done to other people. Are you willing to do that? See, you want to be judge and jury when it comes to Diddy. You're ready to tell Diddy what he needs to apologize for, but you're not willing to do that for all the people you hurt. This is the hypocrisy of today's day. I mean, some of you folks, man, y'all be dirty, bro. Like Diddy need to apologize to all the people he hurt in the industry. But did you do that? Did you apologize to all the people you hurt in your life? Did you do that? No, you didn't do that. That's the problem, you know? And to all the people asking me about what will happen with this and that, you figure it out. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all doubted me. Y'all doubted me. Now y'all all feel dumb. Y'all want to know, well, what about this? And what about that? You figure it out. I already proven my case already. I've been justified. And everybody that doubted me looks stupid. You figure out what needs to be done. I already know the answer. It's crazy how people wish ill will on other people, yo. That's the whole point, man. It's like, it's one thing. Let's say if somebody's a rapist, a pedophile, we want him to burn. We want him to burn for his crimes. But in a case like this, Diddy was not guilty of those major charges. They were trying to make that stuff stick. Like they were literally trying to convince the jurors. It was really up to the jurors, guys. That's why they hire you. Not hire you. That's why they call you in for jury duty, because they want the judgment to come from you. They want you to put the man away for life. That's what they want. You know? Let me see. Yeah, it's crazy how people wish ill will on other people. That's why you always have to stay in prayer, because a lot of times people be wishing that you die. Like all of us got people that wish that we fail and that we fall. That's why we got to make sure that we're prayed up with the Heavenly Father. Whether you believe in God or not, it's always a good idea to stay in prayer and at least have some prayer in the universe, because people are evil, man. There's people that wish for you to die. Like they get up in the morning and they pray to the devil. They be like, please, and they give sacrifice. Some of these people slit their finger so let blood fall on a satanic star, and they have your picture, and they pray to the devil hoping for you to die. That's why you have to stay prayed up and keep a positive outlook. That's why I made my my positive confessions, affirmations videos that to keep people in the right frame of mind, because there's so much evil people, man, in this earth. That's why throughout the case, I had to speak positivity. I had to be positive and make it very clear that he's not going to serve life in prison. I had to retract those statements because I was putting that out there in the universe with my words. And then when I realized that I was wrong about certain aspects of the case after hearing the evidence, that's when I had to retract those statements, because if not, then God is going to punish me for condemning a man with my words by saying, oh, he's going to serve life in prison. That's evil to cast those words on another man, and he's innocent. So all of these content creators, they're guilty because they've been wanting Diddy to go to prison for life, and now he good. They're upset about it right now, guys. A lot of these content creators are literally backpedaling, retracting statements. They're deleting videos. They're putting videos on private right now because they know others will be doing reaction videos with their content to expose them for being a fraud. So it's a lot of stuff going on right now, guys. A lot of stuff. Let me see. Yeah, they always want to see a king fail. Yep. Yeah, that's why he never took no plea deal. From the beginning, Diddy said, I'm not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Not guilty of all the charges. If he would have took a plea deal, that's automatic prison time. He's literally admitting guilt. He said, look, I'm willing to fight this, bro. Like, nah, man, y'all not going to make me take no time. The feds were trying to pressure him into just taking the time. It's all a gamble. Diddy understands chess moves. If anything, Diddy is not as dumb as we probably thought, bro. Like, for real, despite all the criticisms, despite all the roasting, the Diddy oil, all of that stuff, all the jokes, Diddy is not as dumb as we think. He was playing chess, guys. He was playing chess. The reason why they gave him the plea deal is almost like, look, bro, we the feds. We have a 98% conviction rate. You going down, bro. You gonna spend life. So just take the plea deal, bro. He said, nah, I'm not doing it, bro. I'm just gonna go through with the fight. Even if I have to spend life in prison, I'd rather just fight and let my attorneys do. He probably paying, listen, Diddy probably paid these attorneys a lot of money, bro. Diddy probably spent a heck of a lot of money, bro. I don't even know if they got that information online. Let me check. I don't think they're going to have that info online, but let me just check just to kind of make sure. You never know. It might be online. Good for entertainment purposes. Let me just see. Let me see how much Diddy. How much did Diddy spend on lawyers? Let's see. Wow. It says it is estimated that Diddy has spent or will spend at least $10 million on his legal defense, with some estimates reaching $15 million. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Man. 15 million, bro? That's crazy. It is saying that what? Hold up. Let me read this thing here. This is crazy. What is this, man? Okay. I just saw something here. Okay. I expect Diddy to spend 8 figures or more than 10 million on defense fees. That's expected when his net worth has reportedly 1 billion and his life is on the line. I mean, when your life is on the line, it doesn't matter how much money you got to spend, right? It doesn't matter. It is saying something about how them attorneys was making like, damn, a top lawyer could run $1,600 an hour. Whew. Imagine you making $1,600 an hour, bro. Wow, man, them pockets is crazy. That's a crazy bag, bro. Imagine making $1,600 an hour. Ooh wee, man. And we're not just talking about when you're in court. We're talking about just you working on the case round the clock. Even when it's nighttime and everybody sleep, your attorney up. Man, he getting paid, bro. Paid. You know? That's wild, man. So it doesn't matter how much money he had to spend. When your life is on the line and you're a billionaire, you ain't worried about money at that point. You ain't worried about money. You worried about your freedom. I would have damn near paid 30 million. I mean, if he gave Cassie 20 million, trust me, 15 million is nothing. He probably spent more, you know? He probably spent more. And he's most likely going to hit off his attorneys with more money too. On the back end, his attorneys are going to probably get another check on the back end, you know? Like for real, for real. So guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. Appreciate all of those that subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Over here, we keep it a buck. You know what I mean? We keep it 100. Y'all could go back and watch all my other videos. I already gave you guys the scoop on what's to come a day ago, because I thought they were going to drop the verdict yesterday. That's why I released that video, because I was like, okay, they're about to release it, because the info that I got is they're about to release the verdict. So I wanted to come on live and be like, yo, guys, this is what it is. He's not going down. He's not spending life in prison. It is what it, I wanted to put that out there. And they still was arguing over that RICO thing, the racketeering, all that other stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me wait till the morning, see what they say. I already put the info out. People was calling me a liar. It is what it is. They feel dumb now. You know, they feel stupid now. But I'm gonna get up on out of here. Gotta go get me something to eat. I'll be back later on with which we call it more content. You know, I didn't even go to sleep yet, guys. Like from yesterday, I didn't get no sleep. I didn't get no sleep, guys. I've been up for 2 days, like no cap. Like from yesterday when y'all seen me doing my videos, I'm still up. I ain't get no sleep, 0 sleep, fam, for real. I ain't get no sleep. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. It is what it is. I don't got no time for none of the mess, none of the drama. Just be positive, guys. Keep your mind focused on the prize. Stay away from all these devils on social media. You have a lot of devils, guys, on social media. You have a lot of people crashing out. You got a lot of people filled with demons. They going crazy. They mad. They pissed. They mad right now, fam. So a lot of y'all said that God was going to put Diddy behind bars for life. All of y'all lied on God. Y'all kept saying God has the last word. Y'all been lying like crazy, man. Lying on God. Okay, it seemed like God was working with Diddy. So now y'all feel dumb. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go get something to eat. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to go get something to eat, get some rest. And I'm going to come back later on with some more content. It is what it is. Appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. Double tap the screen and give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. We need those likes, guys, to hit 1,000. That helps with the algorithm. Shout out to everybody that subscribed, everybody that support behind the scenes. Those of you that hit the Cash App, Super Chat, you know what I'm saying? That help keep the lights on, pay the bills. You know what I mean? Without you guys, I ain't going to be here. So I'm very grateful for your support. Just keep it locked, guys, with the real. Recognize real, man. Like, we the realest platform on YouTube. We always been official. We ain't never lead y'all astray. We always keep it a buck with y'all. So y'all gotta rock with your boy, man. All these other content creators is fake, bro. Like, for real. So I'm out. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods. Caramel, Kimmy, Kim. You know, I see you in the building. Shout out to Denise. I see you there. Shout out to all the mods, everybody that been rocking with the platform. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.